Summer has officially started here in Serbia here in July, and we are seeing many tourists starting to flock towards Serbia. And we as a company are getting busier and busier with not only you as subscribers, but many people finding us through various means on social media as to moving to Serbia, taking us upon their services. And one of the questions that arises more and more is what are some of the experiences that we can go and experience here in Serbia? And today I'm going to talk to you about the top 7 ones that you as a tourist or someone looking to relocate to Serbia can go experience this summer. Now, in this video, we're not going to talk to you about the standard operating procedure, things that people can do, such as going to check out Saint Sava Church, Kalimegdan Fortress, the Nikola Tesla, museums. That's not what we're going to talk to you about. We're going to talk about some things that are, typically off the beaten path, things that you don't get to see all the time or get to experience all the time, or that are not talked about all the time. And working with many foreigners and people that are actually returning back to Serbia, not just foreigners. We're seeing a lot of people moving back from what was former Yugoslavia when they left to, hey, listen, our country is no longer the same, and they're looking to come back, and they've lost touch of what they can do in Serbia. And their question is, hey, listen, is that still open? Is that venue still happening here in Serbia? And people have lost touch. They've not come back like many Serbians do during the summer months to stay connected with their roots, and they're trying to gain that traction again. So we're going to talk about the first one that many of the people that are looking to move here or visit here this year in 2025 is cycle the incredible Jardup Gorge. Now, this gorge is something that you need to see firsthand. It is between Serbia and Romanian border, and it's one of the longest and deepest gorges out there. Now, one of the things that you need to know is that this gorge is 100 kilometers long. It is one of the longest and deepest in all of Europe, and it had some of the most dangerous rapids before the Jardup hydroelectric dam was built. And you can see the face of a king, should I say, carved in the stone on the Romanian side. So when you're standing in Serbia and looking towards Romania, you can see this 56-meter tall rock sculpture of a king that is carved on the side of a cliff, which is a pretty intriguing to see. I'm going to be taking a trip down to this later this year, and I'll be doing a video of this place firsthand. So if you have not subscribed to this channel, please do so and hit that bell icon so you can get notified when I drop future videos, especially when it comes to visiting to places here in Serbia. Now, the next one that you want to go and see and experience and learn about is about the Yugoslav era on a tour in a vintage Yugo. This is, if you don't know what a Yugo is, you might want to stop this video first and go check out what a Yugo is, and then come back to this video to finish it up. This video, this Yugo, you can still see to this day driving around in Serbia, and it's something to experience for sure. This is, from 1918 to 1992, the state of Yugoslavia encompassed most of the Balkans, united 6 countries in one federation. Now, there was a production of this Yugo vehicle from 1980 to 2008, so it's a pretty long time period. And on this guided excursion, you will be in one of these Yugos driving around Belgrade and getting guided tours, learning various things, checking out brutalist architecture. You're going to go and see certain apartment blocks in Novi Belgrade. You're going to go and visit the Museum of Yugoslavia, where Tito's Yugoslavs founder and presidents for life rests in perpetuity. And so I would highly, recommend you going to check that out. A Yugo isn't a big car, so don't be looking to go with a group of 50. It's more of a couples thing, to be honest. The next one is to immerse yourself into Novi Sad's thriving cafe culture. Now, not to say that Belgrade itself does not have a lot of cafes, but because Belgrade is the capital, it's a very go loud city, in my opinion. I don't want to step on anyone's toes. I believe it's a metropolitan. And so if you're looking for a more laid back, atmosphere, Novi Sad will be your place. You can either head here by car, by bus, or check out the high-speed train into Novi Sad and enjoy this coffee culture here. And we have some of the most unique cafes that I've ever experienced. I did a couple interviews here in Serbia with some people that are potentially looking to move to Serbia. You can check those out in my channel. Now, one of the things that you're going to want to know is that you'll find locals that'll spend hours in these cafes talking, reading, and just people watching. One of the beautiful things about the Balkan lifestyle is that people don't really rush for much, which is a kind of a downside, and why we started up as a relocation company is because people don't take their job serious. They don't like to give customer service to the level that many of the people are looking for. And so we kind of bridge that gap between, hey, listen, I'm moving to Serbia, and hey, people don't want to help you move to Serbia. And we are that glue in between, making and facilitating those services that much easier so you can focus on potentially enjoying these cafes while we do the work in behind the scenes. Now, one of the other things you're going to want to know is that it's common to see one person ordering a small shot of espresso and nursing that one shot of espresso for about 2 hours. There is a few handful places that you can go around and get to go coffee, but typically it's a sit and stay and enjoy your time. We're not gonna get you a to go coffee. That's a North American thing. We don't have, these big coffee shops that you can just drive in, order your coffee, and drive back out. It's sit and relax. Uh, our coffee culture here is pretty much Turkish roots and Italian style. We don't really do drip coffee here, so you can get a domaća coffee, you can get a cappuccino, you can get an espresso. They have various lattes as well, but we don't have, that standard drip coffee that you experience in North America from, say, like a McDonald's, a Tim Hortons. There are some Starbucks here, but they're very few and far between. So if you do find a Starbucks and you want that old traditional coffee that you have from back home, you can get it from those places. And you can also, get a lot of desserts in these cafes as well, such as creme pita, which is one of my favorite things that you can get, or you can get a plasma cheesecake, which is, up there as one of the top desserts. Or what I would highly recommend is baklava. That's my hands down one of the best things that you can try here in Serbia as well. Now, the next one that you're going to want to take a look at is take the train to a fairy tale village of Drvengrad. This is a very unique location. It's high in the mountains of Mokra Gora. One of the Bosnian film directors created the immersive set of his 2002 film Life is a Miracle in this Drvengrad. So if you want to go get a glimpse of what that is, there's many YouTube videos, or you can look up this video, Life is a Miracle, and kind of see what it's all about yourself. Now, this village, should I say, is constructed completely out of wood and in the traditional style of the region. The town is right out of a fairy tale, and not far from Drvengrad, you will find the historic Shargan 8 tourist train, which opened in 1925 and ascends 984 feet in just 2 miles around two mountain loops. And after being shut down in 1970s, it reopened the train aficionado in 2003. So you can go and check that out as well. Now, one of the things that are going to be coming up very shortly here in Novi Sad at the Petrovaradin Fortress, and I'm not going to talk about just the fortress itself, but one of the largest European music festivals, Exit Festival, is going to be happening here very shortly. You can go to find that who's performing at these events. I believe it's a couple days long, and it happens at the fortress itself. What started as a student movement fighting for freedom and democracy in the aftermath of Kosovo, you know, since then it's become a massive cultural event which brings up about 200,000 attendees every year. And you've had people like Paul Burner, The Cure, Ziggy Marley, Nick Cave, Snoop Dogg, and The Prodigy, amid all the all the other performers that have come into Exit Festival to perform at this festival itself. So check out that for sure. You're going to want to also stroll through Belgrade's Bohemian Quarter. That's something also that being that Belgrade's so big, not many people know about this little quarter. Now, what you want to know about this part is that it's located in the old town. It is has cobblestone lined streets and a lot of historic houses as well, and the traditional kafanas, galleries and boutiques and hotels as well in this area. In the late 19th and early 20th century, it became a haven for artists, poets, musicians, and writers. And there was a lot of famous people that came out of there, such as Dura Yasic, actually lived in there, and you can go and check out where she lived on some of these guided tours that they have in Serbia. The area still echoes the artistic energy and is one of the few places in Belgrade where live gypsy music and poetry readings are still part of daily life. The next one you're going to want to go is something very, very unique, and this is going to be called Terra National Park. One thing that you can go view there, and one of the few places you can go view in Serbia, is for the bears in that area. So this park includes about 50 brown bears, and you can take a tour at this park where they take you out to some of the feeding grounds to go view these bears feeding, and because if you just go by yourself, you might not come across them. And so there's another place that you can actually go in that area and go look at the world's oldest spruce trees. These spruce trees are what they call over 60 million years old. They were discovered in 1875 and is a symbol of Serbian biodiversity. And so they're not a huge tree. It's not like you're going to go and look at a 60-meter tree. These trees are about 8 to 10 feet tall, sometimes a little bit taller than that, but it's the way that they're shaped and formed, and they're actually very beautiful. Go and see, and they're actually considered a living fossil because they are that old. Some of these places are up and happening. Some of these places are kind of have a detox, a digital detox, should I say, and kick back and relax and enjoy nature. And if that's something that you want to do, you might want to check out one of these top 7 spots that I just listed here. And if you actually fall in love, like many of our clients do, with Serbia and you're looking to relocate, feel free to reach out to us at relocationserbia.com, book in that consultation, and let's figure out a way for you to move to Serbia and continue enjoying and experiencing the beauties that Serbia has to offer. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.